never stops. Always wear a face covering. In stations, on platforms, trains and buses. Don't wear it like this, or this. Wear it like this. Way to smile with your eyes, Go Bear. Go Transit. Safety never stops. Always wear a face covering. In stations, on platforms, trains and buses. Don't wear it like this, or this. Wear it like this. Way to smile with your eyes, Go Bear. Go Transit. Safety never stops. Always wear a face covering. In stations, on platforms, trains and buses. Don't wear it like this, or this. Wear it like this. Way to smile with your eyes, Go Bear. Go Transit. Safety never stops. Always wear a face covering. In stations, on platforms, trains and buses. Don't wear it like this, or this. Wear it like this. Way to smile with your eyes, Go Bear. Go Transit. Safety never stops.
Set your goals. Let's get you there.
It's free. Wow! Watch ABC News Live right now and anytime. Streaming on Roku, Hulu, Facebook, and abcnews.com.
ABC News Live.
Streaming everywhere, right to you. And welcome back. The COVID crisis has impacted so many industries this year as the virus forced businesses across the country to close their doors. Mom and pop shops, as you know, were especially hard hit and are struggling to stay afloat amidst the pandemic. ABC's Rena Roy talked with some small business owners on how they plan to plow forward.
2020 has been harder than any mom and pop shop could have imagined.
Really taken a toll on small business owners this year, financially, honestly, in every way possible.
9 months into the COVID-19 pandemic, many of them are hanging on by a thread.
We don't know from month to month where our income is going to come from. I just really encourage everybody to shop local as much as you possibly can, because you're not supporting companies with millions of dollars. You're supporting a mom and a dad and a child.
That's why Small Business Saturday was a lifeline more than ever this year.
If Friday and Saturday did not happen, we weren't going to make it through the end of the year because we didn't have the sales and the income to support the business anymore.
Small businesses are a major part of the U.S. economy. Nearly a quarter of them remain closed. Katrina Paris and Mark Pinn, who have lived in New York City's Harlem for more than 20 years, had to shut down their small lifestyle gift shop Nilu for 4 months.
To say it's been hard has been an understatement. I mean, we're in territories that nobody's ever experienced before.
And how much business have you guys lost with the shutdowns and just the pandemic in general, less foot traffic?
About this time compared to last year, I mean, at least 70%.
The husband and wife duo had to rethink how their business could survive, revamping and relaunching their website to draw in more customers.
People had to kind of pivot, and so that's what we had to do, is to go e-commerce-wise, because that's what really mattered to people. They didn't want to come to the stores, so we had to kind of meet where they were, which is online or Instagram or Facebook.
Supporting Black makers and multicultural creators from across the U.S. is also part of their plan to stay afloat and help others do the same, spotlighting local artists inside and opening their sidewalk space outside to vendors in the community.
We decided, hey, why don't you use our available outdoor space, because there's no flea markets, there's no vending opportunities. We said, look, no fees, no cost, just come out and hustle and make some money.
And why do that? Because I know you guys don't get any of the proceeds. You know, why reach out to the neighborhood and open up your space?
Because now we started with the premise of being a platform for local makers. So it just made sense to extend that.
Paris and Penn opened Nilu in 2015 when they realized the neighborhood was in need of a shop that reflected its culture and diversity. 5 years later, staying true to their purpose. On Small Business Saturday, everyone there felt the love.
It's huge. I mean, we needed, the attention, the focus, and thankfully a lot of people have been responded that way. They want to be conscious shoppers. They wanted to think twice about where they're spending their money. It definitely gave us a boost.
Just shop small, shop local, shop conscientious, and put your money where your mouth is.
And it's not just Small Business Saturday that makes a difference. Business owners say shopping local will be especially important over the next few weeks as people pick up those holiday gifts. Diane, Terry?
Our thanks to Rena Roy for that report. And for more on this, let's bring in ABC News business correspondent Deirdre Bolton. Deirdre, those stories are just another reminder of the struggle that so many small businesses have been going through. How did things look for small businesses over the holiday weekend?
On Saturday, some of these small businesses really did get a much needed boost, Diane. And if you look at analytics from Adobe Analytics, they print out all these kinds of reports, even online. For smaller businesses, they netted $4.7 billion. So that's about a 30% increase from last year. But to the point of the guests that you featured earlier, the disadvantage for a lot of these local stores is that they really benefit so much from foot traffic and from browsing. And if we're really seeing two key themes so far this holiday season as to what we're spending and why, the first theme is online. A lot of people just feel safer shopping from home. And then the second theme is mobile phones. So of almost half the online purchases that we've seen across any kind of business, almost half have been on mobile phones, and that does tend to play better to larger retailers who have had their apps up and running for years, Diane.
Yeah, because I imagine some of the websites, even though they've worked so hard on them, aren't always compatible with an easy mobile experience. When you look at the spending patterns so far this holiday season, any big takeaways there?
There are some big takeaways, probably not that surprising, but home goods is super, super strong so far if you look at Thanksgiving and if you look at Black Friday. And part of that is as everybody is working, living, entertaining, cocooning, if you like, at home, these products are going quickly. Outdoor gear, even retailers such as LL Bean reporting really strong performance as far as the past 72 hours. Also, heat lamps. There are very specific items that are definitely hot items this holiday season. In fact, I spoke with one retail CEO. He was waiting for delivery of his heat lamp to extend the season, to be able to socialize with friends and family, exterior, and obviously in a safer environment. I actually asked him as well. This is Doug Baldessar, and he is the CEO of Spotted. And he said, I'm not surprised with these record sales, because he said, given what 2020 has thrown at all of us, he said there are so many people who really want to lift their spirits by sending gifts to family and friends, maybe people that they normally celebrated with in the past that they will not have time to be with, or choosing not to for health reasons. So he said he's not surprised by the online traffic that we're seeing. And as you well know, today is Cyber Monday, expected to be a record anywhere between 15 and 35% higher than what we saw last year, Diane.
And Deirdre, as people do shop online, particularly today, but really throughout the whole season, are there any easy ways for them to find small businesses that they can be patrons of on the internet?
American Express is one company that has made a very vocal and public commitment to shopping small, shopping local. So, for example, for people who do have Amex cards, they will actually give you money back on your purchases if you shop small and local. But then just good old Google, just small shops near me that are for pets or whatever your category is, and you're sure to get a top 10 list pretty quickly.
All right. Sometimes as simple is best. Deirdre Bolton, we appreciate it as always. Thank you.
Sure.
And that'll do it for us here down on The Breakdown. I'm Terry Moran.
And I'm Diane Macedo. We'll see you back here tomorrow at 3 p.m. Eastern. Have a great Cyber Monday, everybody.
Always wear a face covering. In stations, on platforms, trains and buses. Don't wear it like this, or this. Wear it like this. Way to smile with your eyes, Go Bear. Go Transit. Safety never stops. At Go Transit, safety never stops. How? Well, I'll tell you. In the few seconds I have left, we're cleaning trains and buses multiple times a day. All handrails, armrests, seats, mobility areas, washrooms, and it doesn't stop there. We've given everything a fresh spray of antimicrobial germ protection on all trains, buses, and stations. We've got thousands of hand sanitizer dispensers. So much hand sanitizer. And our staff has face coverings, optional gloves, and full face shields. Not like that. Like that. We've also got employee health checks. And that's not all. We've got seat dividers, contactless payment, directional signage, bus driver barriers. Whew. I have got to stop. But But at Co-Transit, safety never stops. So much hand sanitizer.
At Origen, we know your pets would prefer our first 5 ingredients. Fresh chicken meat, fresh turkey meat, fresh whole eggs, fresh chicken liver, and fresh whole herring. Just read the ingredients and watch your dog thrive. Origen, nourish as nature intended.
Always wear a face covering. In stations, on platforms, trains and buses. Don't wear it like this, or this. Wear it like this. Way to smile with your eyes, Go Bear. Go Transit. Safety never stops.
New York Times calls us a top news podcast worth listening to. So if you like getting behind the biggest news stories of the day, inside all the details, the backstory, and what will happen next, then listen to Start Here, the daily news podcast from ABC News. It's like no other news podcast out there. Even the critics agree. Listen free on Apple Podcasts.
Thank you for making World News Tonight with David Muir, America's most watched newscast.
You need to assume that you're infected and not go near your grandparents and aunts and others.
This election was rigged. This election was a total fraud.
The Iranians, I think, are going to be more compelled to try to get a bomb quicker.
The number of people in the hospital just hit another all-time high.
Nearly 100,000 people are hospitalized with the virus. In November alone, more than 4 million Americans have been infected, more than twice the total in October. And health experts warn the Thanksgiving holiday could become a super spreader. The TSA is screening more than 8 million people over the holiday travel period. Tens of millions more hit the road.
If you're young and you gathered, you need to be tested about